Great Debaters Contest is powered by Blaze, by Safaricom, the Youth Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Great Debaters Contest, and we're in Nyeri this time, and I am Austin Nyombok.
And I am Mariam Bishar. Our host school, Nyeri High School, goes versus St. Mary's on whether the economic benefits of cutting down forests outweigh the environmental damage. We'll have these schools take the stage now. Proposal number 1, you have 3 minutes.
I was once told not to be cynical about such debates. Debates that make me feel like crying like a child. I shall not cry, for in the face of aridity and disenchantment, they are perennial as the grass. Let us reason like economists. Look around. How has these growing trees helped us reduce the toll the current economy of Kenya is taking on the normal citizens? As far as conventional economics is concerned, the growing tree has no economic role. Of course, it provides a vital role in our life support system, but as of this interest is for scientists, not for economists. Josiah Kamau proposing the motion that says economic benefits of cutting down forests outweigh the environmental damage. Economic benefits. These are benefits that can be quantified in terms of money generated, benefits such as net income or revenues. Environmental damage. These are very serious cases of pollution, such as water pollution, land pollution, air pollution, and damage to biodiversity. What is to outweigh? To outweigh is to exceed something or to have an edge over something. Forest. This is a wide area covered by trees. Now, 64% of deforestation that occurs in rainforest is due to farming. This statistics is from deforestation in rainforest.weebly.com. Now, this helps the impoverished farmers to provide for their families, as well as the government through commercial agriculture. The population of the earth rises every single day. Modern technology has found a way of sustaining more and more people to stay alive. Now, we need land so that it can accumulate the ever-growing population. Cutting down of these trees provides land which we can build houses on, and other buildings can be constructed so that this population can accommodate. Rent is paid, and rent is indulged in the revenue, hence economic benefits. Rainforests are located in mostly developing countries. Now, by cutting down these rainforests, we help in debt management. How? These developing countries are lent money by the prosperous countries, and now by cutting down this forest, they pay the debt. Thank you.
Okay, opposition, we'll hear your introduction. You have 3 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there, can you get in, grab a chair, grab a pen and a paper? Because what we are about to say as Nyeri High opposers is important. It is a matter of life and death. Why do we want to kill her? She has brought us up. Why do we want to destroy her? She gives us fresh air. She gives us fresh water, a better environment to live in. Why are we focused on destroying Mother Nature today? Do you want to kill her? This is the question we are posting to our proposers. The name is Heshbon Goshe, a name held only by PhD holders, which I aspire to be. Now, let us focus on the topic according to the opposer side. We are saying that there is no economic benefit worth the value of the environment. Do we know how serious this is? We are talking of environmental damages such as destruction of the ozone layer, soil erosion, mention them, etc., etc. The wise Nobel Prize winner, Wangari Maathai, may her soul rest in peace. She fought for the environment. She struggled for the environment. She loved the environment. Today she's not there. Are we going to let the environment be destroyed by such people? Are we going to let the environment be distracted by such people? Or are we going to continue with her great works? Are we also going to become great Nobel Prize winners just like Wangari Maathai because of supporting the growth of our environment and taking care of our environment? There is no amount of money. They are talking of economic benefits. There is no amount of money in the world that can repair the ozone layer. I have not heard of any. No trillionaire, no billionaire can be able to regain the soil erosion. There is none. No trillionaire, no billionaire can be able to rebuild the environment that has already been destroyed. I don't know if you know about this, but 27%, actually, more than 27% in the Amazon, that is more than a quarter, will be without trees by year 2030. If the cutting down of trees that is taking place recently continues, what do we want to leave behind for the generations behind us? Do we want them to suffer? Do we want them to die because of illnesses caused by the environment? Do we want them to live in an environment that is not conducive? Join me in opposing this motion that says economic benefits of cutting down forests outweighs the environmental damage. So my fellow proposers, take care of what you're saying because Mother Nature is here. She is listening, and if she hears you trying to say that she's not important, she will spank you hard. You will go home crying. I rest my case.
Okay, we'll hear rebuttal. St. Mary's, you have 3 minutes.
Don't you know the sacrifices that your mother made? Look at the Mother Nature. That's environment. Look at the sacrifices your mother made to you. Aristotle is my friend. Pluto is my friend. But one of the greatest friends is truth. What I'm going to utter here and tell you is only truth. The environment and the economy are really both on the side of the same of the coin. If you can't sustain yourself, you can't deceive me and tell me you'll sustain the nature. Rather, environment. Imagine living without wood. Start surrendering such commonplace like tissues, Kleenex to the ladies here. I think they know. Give up books. They are using books right now. How can they deceive us that they're not getting any benefit? Much of your furniture, I bet most of you sitting down there, you've sat on furniture made from wood. We don't necessarily need to know a lot about it. Just be logic. Lenny Morwabe, St. Mary's. I propose the motion, the economic benefits of cutting down trees, or rather forest, outweigh the environmental damage. Look around. Look at the benefits you're going to reap. The earn of foreign exchange. When we produce these products, we are going to sell them abroad. That's product. We are going to get foreign exchange. Employment opportunities. I'll go back to my village, employ 500 youths who lack job opportunities. I'll take them and I'll want them to cut the trees so that we can produce them and get the products. But in turn, we will stand on the slogan, cut one, plant 5. If there are 500 men, how many trees are we going to plant? Calculate that mathematics. They're trying to deceive us. They're trying to walk on our minds with their dirty, muddy feet and tell us we can't see the economic benefits. It's time that we rise. Look at these benefits. I'm really shocked by hearing they saying that Mother Nature. I know my mom I've done wrong to her so many times, but still, she gives me that opportunity back as a son. Why don't environment as a mother nature treat you the same? One man can change a world. And I can bet, and you can see, we are having 3 men here. One man can change a world. My fellow opposers, you're 3. Clog your heads. Try to be one. Big Sean said so.
Nyeri High School, you have 3 minutes for your cross-examination.
They tell us to reason like economists. Yet, we want to die in the hands of Mother Nature. Is that really what we want? Do we have another Earth? No, we don't. Do we have another ozone layer? No, we don't. They tell us to cut 1 tree and plant 5. Where are we going to plant these 5 trees? And they're telling us to cut down trees so that we can have land for building houses. Are we going to build them on top of rooftops? No. My name is Austin Cabera, here to oppose the motion that states economic benefits of cutting down forests outweigh the environmental damages. First of all, Amazon forest has absorbed over 94 to 140 billion metric tons of carbon that has been released into the air. Now, if you are telling us to cut down these trees, this percentage of carbon that will be released into the environment will destroy the ozone layer completely, which will leave us exposed to the sun's rays, which will lead to skin cancer, people in hospitals. The social amenities you're trying to tell us that we should be providing by cutting down trees to build hospitals and things like that. Who are we going to build hospitals for when people are going to be dead by then? Who are we going to provide tissue papers for when people will be dead by then? Forests, we need them. Water catchment areas, where do they come from? You cannot tell us that when we cut down forests, we have better economic benefits. Let's look at a country like the Democratic Republic of Congo. They have been cutting down trees so that they can be able to earn a living. They have been cutting down trees so that they can create hospitals, they can create banks. Yet, they are not developed. What is happening? We are looking at this from the wrong perspective. We are destroying a major resource. We are ruining the environment. And once we do this, we cannot go back. We cannot turn back. We don't have another earth. Wangari Maathai once said, when you cut 1 tree, plant 2. People are not doing that. How do you expect them to plant 5? People are not listening to what they have been telling us. Wangari Maathai was ready to die for what she believed in. She was beaten up because of Uhuru Park. Right now, it would have been a parking lot if it wasn't for her. But you are enjoying such amenities in a city because of such contributions of Wangari Maathai. Did you know that Harvard University has done research that when you go to Beijing, breathing in their air for over 24 hours is equal to taking 8 cigarettes a day? Because their air is polluted. They have not planted forests to be able to take care of this carbon. Yet you come here and tell us, we should be able to develop cities. We should be able to urbanize. We are urbanizing people, yes, but they're not going to be alive by the time we have large population. By 2015, it is estimated by the World Wildlife Fund that 15 to 37% of plant and animal species will be gone. How sure are we that we will not be among them? How sure? I rest my case.
Thank you very much to the audience for those questions. The proposers have been asked if the policy of cutting down 1 tree and then planting 5 to replace it doesn't promote deforestation. And the opposition have been asked if they think that if Wangari Maathai was alive today, she wouldn't appreciate us cutting down forest for the purpose of urbanization. We'll have them respond to those questions. Proposal number 3, you have 3 minutes.
I am Kevin Kirago from the St. Mary's Nyeri. Now you asked why we're saying you cut 1 and then you plant 3. This is for efficient economic development, because we are cutting 1 to get money, then we plant 2 for the future. Look at all the job opportunities created from forests, from the industry workers to the chemical engineers to all the laborers. I mean, the Sub-Saharan Africa creates jobs for 7 million charcoal burners. I mean, do we really want the families of these people to suffer? should we deprive the families of these noble men and women the right to a comfortable life? Is it really fair? Someone talked of the DRC Congo. Now, the forest cover in DRC Congo, according to Wikipedia, is 50%. And it is stated that the forests have a potential of about 24 trillion, which, in my opinion, can be used to increase the economic state. Now, did you know that some of the forests that you so lively defend are the cause for drying up of rivers? You know, trees like eucalyptus, they suck up water, excess water, and hence lead to drying up of river sources and stuff like that. Then trees take up too much soil nutrients, which in normal cases, a tree might take up more than 50% of what it should. But then if you plant something like food products, maybe the nutrients taken for one tree can be used to produce maybe like 5 bags of maize as compared to what you're saying. Now, I know that you stand for truth, the same truth that we are trying to defend. Now, I know most of you aren't interested in developing our economy, but then we have to look at our future. Yes, we want forests, but then if they have of no economic value to us, then what use are they? You asked if Mother Nature will feel good. If indeed Mother Nature is a mother, a caring mother per se, as you said, she will understand. Besides, we are doing this. We're cutting one and planting 3. We're not leaving it bare. One of you talked of we don't have cover crops, soil erosion. Trees aren't the only source of cover crops. Some of you who have done agriculture know that you can plant grass, you can plant many, many types of cover crops. With that, I rest my case.
Nyeri High, you have 3 minutes to respond.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have heard a lot. I think these guys have a future of making us rich. But again, they have a future of making us spend all our money in our hospital beds. These guys have a future of bringing us lots and loads of diseases. These guys have a future of giving us a rich, sick world. That is why I, Waweru Wanyeki, stands here to oppose this motion that states that economic benefits of cutting down forests outweigh environmental damages. I come from a school just below a hill. A hill, if you can see it through your window, it's a hill filled with trees. A hill covered with a forest. A hill that brings us fresh air. It is why we wake up each and every morning, and when I breathe in and out, I can have a very nice day of study. And when I breathe in and out, I can go for a whole term without even knowing where the school dispensary is. But look at a school surrounded with industries. Look at a school where there is lumbering, charcoal burning around. That when I breathe in ammonia gas, I breathe in carbon, I just feel a choke in me. I just rush to hospital. I don't want to breathe again. But what will I do? Can you imagine that 40 to 140 billion metro tons of carbon lay down in the Amazon? Imagine them in the air. Perforation of the ozone. We will have what we call ultraviolet rays. And that is why I stand to oppose this motion. Because I believe Wangari Maathai was a professor. Wangari Maathai was a great woman. And that is where we saw the strength of our environment. If you stand with Wangari Maathai, stand to oppose this motion. Because according to research done by the Harvard University in October 2015, that inhaling of gases in any of a majorly developed urban area, it is like smoking 8 cigarettes in a day. Carbon. A research done by the National Astronomical Space Organization, the NASA. It states that 1 million species have already become extinct because of global warming. We are among the species of this world. They claim that 1.5 million more species will be dead by 2050. You don't know whether we will be one among the species. And that is why I stand with Wangari Maathai. If you stand with Wangari Maathai, then let us have a round of applause.
Thank you. We'll hear closing statements. St. Mary's, you have 1 minute.
Indeed, we have a future of economic prosperity. Now, the 21st of May 2017 will be remembered, and no, not in a bad way, but as a beginning, the beginning of a revolution. Let us start the conversation. Let us train ourselves to think logically. Let us think outside of the box. We didn't say cut all the trees. We said cut one, plant two. We offered a solution. The opposers, in turn, didn't offer anything at stake. Cut a tree, get raw materials. Raw materials for industries. Industries, jobs. Jobs, money. SDG goal number 1. I rest my case.
Nyeri High, you have 1 minute for your final statement.
Ladies and gentlemen, my grandfather once told me, Heshbon, the worst thing you can have is wax between your ears because you won't hear my wise words. And now I tell the proposers, the worst thing you can have is wax between your ears because you won't hear our argument. As they have said, let us look at the future. I know that the effects of cutting down trees won't affect us, this generation we are in. But look at the future. What will happen at the future? Effects of global warming, desertification, the water cycle will be destroyed. Look at all those disadvantages of cutting down trees. The effects, we are very well aware that the effects won't be immediate. And so, we want the spirit of Wangari Maathai to live in us. We want us to be Nobel-winning people. We want us to be called as the Nobel Prizes. And let us support this growth of environment by protecting and caring for our forest. I rest my case.
Generally, Henry, Josiah, and Kevin, I thought that you did good interrogation, and especially Henry. I thought also that you had some good expressions, good ending. Let's still check on issues of subject-verb agreement whenever we speak. Kirago, fair submission. Again, I also thought that you made a good attempt on the question. Then maybe Heshbon, I thought you could be a good crowd mover. You impressed on the crowd. Your gestures, the facial expressions, they were good. Anyway, it was good. All the best to the two.
Heshbon, you are a strong debater, quite appealing to the audience. Keep it up. To Austin, I liked the way you responded to your opponents on the issue of planting trees, especially where you're asking them, where do we plant? Now that we have already cut and built, put up buildings, there is no space for us to plant more trees. I think that was a good reaction to what they had said. Waweru, you started off very well, but at some point you lost your composure. And that is why maybe you are not very coherent, or your flow of thoughts did not come out very, very well. Nonetheless, you are still a good debater.
Okay, thank you. So audience, I know there's a lot of Nyeri High students here, so I'll ask them to abstain from answering this question. Whose results should I read first, St. Mary's or Nyeri? No, I haven't had a distinct answer. So St. Mary's or Nyeri? I'll just go with St. Mary's, fine.
Okay.
St. Mary's High School, the judges awarded you 69%. Please give them a round of applause. Drum rolls. Nyeri High, the judges awarded you 69%, meaning it's a tie for both teams on stage. Give them a round of applause.
Mariam surprised there, right? Very well. We'd like to congratulate the two teams on stage and our studio audience. We'd like to say thank you. Our viewers back home, stay tuned to KBC Channel 1. We urge you to continue the conversation on social media. Hashtag GDC for SDGs. Shout out to our sponsor, Safaricom Blaze. I have been your host, Austin Yombok.
And I am Mariam Bashar. Thank you for watching.
The Great Debaters Contest is powered by Blaze, by Safaricom, the Youth Network.